Okay, so hey everyone, this is Manish and I welcome you all to my YouTube channel, The Insights Room. And आज जो गेस्ट है उनका नाम है धीरज एंड दिशा में इनकी इंटर्नशिप निकली है एंड इससे पहले ये लिंक्डइन पे इंटर्नशिप करके आ चुके हैं। तो आज हम इनसे बात करेंगे एंड जानेंगे किस तरह से इनका लिंक्डइन का इंटर्नशिप का एक्सपीरियंस था एंड किस तरह से इन्होंने दिशा निकाली। तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन धीरज।
Thank you very much.
ठीक है, तो हम चल सकते हैं आपके इंट्रोडक्शन के साथ।
Ji, sure. So, hello everyone. I am Dheeraj Sharma. I am a fourth semester student at PES College of Engineering, Mandya, Karnataka, and I'm doing my engineering in computer science and computer science. And yes, I have done my internship at LinkedIn for 2 months, and now I will be joining D-Shop. So that's.
ओके, तो जो आपने लिंक्डइन की इंटर्नशिप की थोड़ा सा उसका एक्सपीरियंस बता सकते हो कैसा रहा?
Yeah, sure. So LinkedIn में मेरा जो internship था, it was remote, and I got that opportunity via one of my LinkedIn connection. Like he is a ST3 at that. He was ST3 at that time, and he just approached with me like there is a opportunity for hiring interns in his team. So if I would wanted to apply for it, so I can. So I just applied and I just go through the process. Like there was first of all resume, and there is only 2 technical rounds, which were mostly based on DSA. So I done up with that, and I got selected. So
ओके कूल, ठीक है। तो हम आएंगे लिंक्डइन की भी हायरिंग प्रोसेस पे कि किस तरह से थी। चलते हैं थोड़ा सा आपके कॉलेज के बारे में बात करते हैं। तो आपका कॉलेज का नाम क्या है एंड वहाँ पे कोडिंग कल्चर वगैरह कैसा है?
okay. So my college name is PES College of Engineering. That is in Mandya district of Karnataka. And the coding culture in our college, I could say it's like from the faculty perspective, it is more, and from the student perspective, it differs. Like if I could say for the tech branches, for computer science engineering students, all are passionate about it, mostly because they have that subjects and core domains in which they have to work up. Wherever the other fields in which I could say the civil or any other domains of engineering, I couldn't say that there might be 50-50, but yeah, in our tech and the circuit branches, there is a good
ओके
sort of coding.
ओके ग्रेट। सो हाउ डिड यू कम विद दिस अपॉर्चुनिटी ऑफ डीसॉ?
Okay, so in D-Shaw, I just there was an opportunity for me, and like there are the openings for the D-Shaw, and I just applied for it. Apart from applying, I also just went through the DMs of a lot of people who are actually working as a professional in D-Shaw company, and I just sent my resume and the job ID for that. Like there is an opportunity for the same, so please refer me out. So that in order to increase my chances, I myself applied in the portal, as well as I also went for the referrals. And yes, apart from this, I got that opportunity that I'm going with the process of hiring as an intern in T-Shaw. My resume got shortlisted, and after that, there were rounds like OA round, and then we have to move up with the rounds as there were 3 rounds, and after that, all the 3 rounds, then it was a yes for me.
आई हैव अ क्वेश्चन फॉर यू। वर यू एबल टू गेट रेफरल फॉर डीसॉ?
Yes, but it's hard. I could say you have to message a lot of people. You have to connect with a lot of people, and you have to show how enthusiastic you are. Your resume should speak out so that it would help.
Okay, I am curious about it because most of the students ask like how to ask for referrals, and it's like if they don't get reply from 1 or 2%, so they stop like approaching people. So, would you like to give any advice to the students about this topic?
Surely, I would say on this, and even a lot of times I have also mentioned in my LinkedIn posts itself about getting a resume because it surely increases your chances. the way how to get it is like you should not, as you also have mentioned, we should not focus like only with 2 or 3 people. We have to go with a resume or referral. So I think we should go with a vast number. I used to go with a vast number. I think probably I messaged around 40 to 50 people. I filter out and I filter out the people who are working in that company at the different roles, and the role for which I am applying. Mostly I focus on those professionals, and I send them the resume. I send them the job ID. The way there is a way to get referrals. Way in the sense there is a proper way in which or format in which you have to request for your resume referral. So I think if you know that, then you can go with that. You have to mention your job ID. You have to mention why you want to get into it, uh, and why you are the one who could be perfect for this role. Apart from this, your resume should be there, and uh, please focus on your resume. And at the time when you are sharing your resume, before that, check the ATS score and match it with the JD, whatever it is there, and then forward your resumes. If all the steps are covered, then definitely you will get a reply. But you have to go with a vast number. You have to go with at least 40 to 50. Hardly you will get the reply from, I think, five, 4 to 5 people at the exact time. Maybe they were unable to see you or your message at the time when you need it. So that's why I go with the large number.
Okay, great. Okay, so now can we move with the hiring process of the DSO?
Yeah, sure. So for me, as it was off campus for me, so yes, first it was OA. In the OA, there was a bit of uh, the round in which there is a combination of data structures, and in that you have to just go through the problems, find out the solution for them, and after you clear all the solutions and you find the optimal one, you will be getting promoted to the next round. So after that, there will be 3 technical rounds after the OA round. For in my case, and in the first technical round, they have asked me the DSA problems itself, and in which we have the array manipulation and then strings DP problems were there. And after clearing that, you have to go to the next one, in which they have asked me about database management system, SQL queries, and a bit of discussion on project has been happened in that round. And at the final, we got into the last round, in which I there was a question about implementing the polymorphism in C++, and mostly that third round was basically on my projects and a bit of basic computer fundamentals. And that was most was during the third round. And after that, I got the email that I will be joining the show. That's it.
Okay, and what was the difficulties of those technical rounds?
I could say it is mid to hard, and it was not easy. And it's a 3 technical round with the OA. It was the process. It was a lengthy and a mid to hard level I could give to that.
Okay, so which round did you find most difficult one?
I could say the first technical round was difficult for me. Like after that, the project in SQL is easy and not as comparison with the first round. So the data structures and algorithms, so it was really tough as compared to others. So first round is fine.
Okay, and can you elaborate this round a bit more?
Yeah, so there were 2 problems that was given to me. The one problem was on price, and it was like after thing where I got stuck is that because you have to manage the time along with your solution. So in if you get a difficult and hard level problem, so try problem was a hard level problem for me. So I just went up with the solution. I firstly approached with what was my approach towards that solution, and after a bit of discussion, we just go through the code, and it it was uh, not that optimal. So it said to me to make it more optimized. So I hopefully, and I fortunately was able to do it at that particular time. And I did that. Then the second question appeared, and the most hectic part for me for that second question is to complete that second question in that remaining time, which was not that much as I have expected. Like मैं तो कर लूंगा इतने टाइम में, तो वो थोड़ा सा हेक्टिक हो गया था. But hopefully the second problem was based on linked list, so that was a mid-level problem, not hard level, so I made it. So, and mostly I could say the thing which I found is they were not looking mostly on your code and text cases and all. They want to know approach, and they want to know how you actually think and what could be the different outcomes you can give for the single problem. Are you stuck with only one of your solution, or there could be different solutions for it? So that was the majorly they were, I think, focused on. But yeah, that's why it was a part in which I thought that these are the only two questions which will show about what knowledge a person has. So that's why it was a heavy and hectic for me. So that would be the reason.
ओके सो धीरज, ये था आपका टेक्निकल राउंड जो आपको सबसे डिफिकल्ट लगा. इसके अलावा भी कोई अनदर राउंड था जो आपको थोड़ा इंटरेस्टेड लगा हो आपके हिसाब से?
So yes, it was a third round, which was mostly focused on our projects, what a person has made. And that was a bit interesting because there I have to implement that project. Like they have just set me to, give a soft layout of it, how you would frame it. And they ask why you have chosen this language or this technology to build it. Why haven't gone for that? This technology is good for your project. So there was a kind of, interactive discussion that happened on my project, and I come across, they have set me to if this changes can be done in your project. So there is a bit interaction about and a bit improvement and more impactful discussion regarding the project. So I could say the project round, which was happened at third interview process. So I could say that was one of the interesting round.
All right. And can you give us some examples, like what kind of question they were asking and like how you were replying to their answers?
Okay. So I could say like basically the first and the basic question that could be asked in any kind of project is why you have chosen that technology for your project. There could be different technologies that could be used for singular project itself. I could build that project with React or with Node.js or with any kind of language. Why only that particular language? So you should have a rigid answer for this. Rigid in the sense that should be very impressive answer. You cannot just say like, sir, I know React, so I just built it React. So that should not be a answer. You should come up with the thing is one and the same, but you just have to make your answer more creative in the sense like sir, because using React, this is the one technology which help my project to work more faster and flexible and make it more portable. So in that kind of technical way, you have to answer out. So that could be one of the things, or you could use any kind of approach. You can use star approach in which you have to, or any kind of different approaches in which you have to go with what the problem, how you are solving it, and what could be the outcome of it. So you could choose any kind of strategy to answer.
Okay, so Dheeraj, could you tell a bit about resume, like how we can make them in a way that our chances of getting selection increases in any company?
That's a nice question, Manish. I could say yes. There could be two opinions. One I could say as a fresher, one I could say as a experienced. But I will say the things which I personally experienced, that is as a fresher when you apply. So I think as a fresher, first of all, in a resume, the most basic thing is this: you should use the most basic template, which should not be very clumsy or two-sided template or whatever. Just take a simple template. If you want to separate the parts or subparts about experience qualification, just separate it with a single line and keep your heading bold. use only black color, or if any another color you want to add on, choose blue, because these are the two colors which are the professionals. Don't use red and all that thing. As a fresher, I would not go with a photo, like you should employ your photos and all. Just go with a simple template and use black and blue color. Apart from this, give everything whatever you have done in bullet points. Do not make it a mesh in paragraphs, and do not add anything which is not true. That, because the people who will hire, they have a lot of experience, so that can, and that's a drawback for you. Maybe because whatever will be there in your resume, 95% chances that only that will be asked. If you have written even the languages like JavaScript, so you have just written it in such a way, like along with others, I just add JavaScript also. Maybe your projects are not built in JavaScript, but they can ask you the questions in JavaScript where you will get trapped. So do not write anything which is not known to you. If you have written it, so please go through it once and make it like, okay, agar pucha jayega, so you could answer. So that could be the one thing. Like, it should be strong, and it should be uh, correct resume that you will think, okay, if anything will be asked from it, you can answer it. Apart from this, adding the links is very, very important. If you are just conveying something, you have done some internship, or you have solved these much questions, or any kind of certifications, or like, as we have a lot of clubs also, the GDSC or a lot of other clubs, you should have to provide the links for that particular statement which you are mentioning out, and your GitHub link and the LinkedIn profile link should be there. So, and that your email ID should not be some, a non-professional format. It should be a good one. So that could be all the some set. If you combine all these things, I think you could come out with a better and a good resume. Wherever the most of the questions which I receive in my DM, it's like, I'm a fresher, so what should I add on in my experience? So I could say what I have done is, being a fresher, uh, the thing is, yeah, you do not have any kind of internship experience, so you cannot write it down. But you definitely may have done some courses. You can write it down in your experiences, because you have spent your 2 or 3 months there by doing it. So this could come in the experience. If you have not done any course, then you can add on the best thing I could say. You can add on your competitive platform links, where, because you are doing it consistently, that will show your consistency, and you are implementing, and you are also growing yourself. So that is also experience. You are spending 7 or 8 months or 2 months or 3 months continuously in getting your skills up. So that's experience. You can add your competitive platforms links in your experiences, or if any hackathons you have won. A hackathon is experience, where you know a lot of things, where you get a lot of things. You can add on into there if you are a fresher. So I don't think, like, apart from hackathons, you have contests on leetcode or GFG. You have competitive. You can go with rankings. So these all, I think, can cover under experience if you are a fresher.
All right. And any suggestion to improve your resume for ATS friendly?
Yeah, surely. So I could say, there are a lot of people who ask me and who will be like, "अरे हमारा तो कोई नहीं रहा, हमने तो सब कुछ ऐड कर दिया. We have 2,000 ranking, we have 1,000 ranking, but still we are not getting that opportunity." It is only the because of the reason that you are not altering your resume as per the JD. JD means job description. And do not ever think like, if I'm a person and I'm applying for X and Y company, the whatever the job description, even if it is for the same role, I'm saying for the same role, like as a web developer, I'm saying. So if I'm applying for a X company, the JD of another company differs even for the same role. So you should not think, अरे web developer का role है, resume तो set है, I should apply for their here only, or there only, the same resume. The JD differs. You have to match it. There are a lot of ATS score AIs which are easily available. Copy the JD and share your resume upload your resume and tell that to compare and match with it, and then make it and ask it also. Ask it if there is not matching with your JD and your resume. You can ask the AI how you can mold it as per the JD and then apply. It will help. Otherwise, it differs. So your JD should be matched with your resume. So make a resume that can be easily altered as per the JD.
Can we move with your coding journey? How did you prepare for placements?
So yeah, so as I'm in my fourth semester, yeah, so at the end of engineering, most of the people go with placements, but a lot of people have different opinions and different ambitions. Maybe there could be, I think mostly I could go with the three things. One is like to get mastered in any IIT or to go for masters in abroad, or another thing to get placement, another thing that to prepare for any entrance exam. So I'm still focusing on all of the three aspects. I will see which one work for me, and then I will start my preparation for that particular path from my fifth semester. Right now, I have not focused like I have to get placed only. So I'm thinking for different paths. But if I could say for the journey, yeah, I am practicing on it. So I could say, yeah, I try my level best to solve questions mostly on every day, and give the contest if I get the suitable timing at that particular contest timing. So apart from this, solving questions regularly, there could be the two things. One is you are solving it in the competitive platforms. That could be easy. Otherwise, you can pick up any data structure and algorithm sheet from a lot of resources, and you can just try to solve it out in your own compilers and just figure it out. So I could say that could be one of the things. Wherever in my journey, that is very simple. I used to simple but hard in the sense to be consistent. So if I want to get a gap, so I take the gap of hardly more 2 days, not more than that, and I will try. If I don't want to code at any day, there are the days. So I just go with any easy kind of problem. I just solve any array problem, which is very easy, just 10 lines of code. So that it could make a habit of mine to being consistent and practical.
ओके सो धीरज, हमने लगभग सब कुछ ही कवर कर लिया है. एक मेरा क्वेश्चन है आपसे कि अगर कोई स्टूडेंट फर्स्ट ईयर में है तो उससे किस तरह से कोडिंग वगैरह से स्टार्ट करना चाहिए?
Okay, so fine. If someone is in the first semester in his or first year, I could say firstly go with language. More, that is the basic thing. Go with the language. It could be any language, but preferably go with object-oriented programming language, where it could be C++, Java, JavaScript, etc. And then learn the basics. Go with that. Try to implement all the basic statements, all the basic loops, all the different kind of the constructor, destructors, or whatever the basic things you should know. After getting into it, deep dive into the data structures. Do not think with like data structure should start from some TP level or what. Be focused very much from the array concept, because from array it's very important. So when the array comes, be very much aware about like something important is coming over. Be focused with that. Apart from this, simple thing, do not compare yourself with others even, because there could be people who are actually doing it from a long time. There could be the people who are not doing it at that right time, or maybe you are the one who is in mid. So do not think like, अरे भाई इसने तो इतना कर लिया और मैंने तो किया नहीं. In the beginning it happens, that's why I'm mentioning it. Go with your own flow and think like, today you are at 1, tomorrow how you can go to 2. So in order to reach to the 10. So be focused on yourself, go with consistency, and yes, I will very importantly mention that data structures and algorithms, that is one of the most important thing. I could say even I have the friends who have given the web developer roles, interviews, but still one question of data structures or one round of data structures have been asked to them. So you should have the knowledge of data structures and algorithm. You should not skip it. The first and foremost question which comes is regarding web dev and that data structures. Which one to choose? So I could say you should not skip anyone. You have to be stable with both of them. How you could be stable, it depends upon you and it depends upon your timing, but you should be covered up with both the things. And most focusingly, I could say data structures is a continuous thing. It is a never ending process. You have to continue and you have to be consistent. If you take 1 month or 2 months of gap, it will be very hard for you to, you know, uh, again, re-again with the things. So wherever in the skills, I could say data structures, it's different apart from getting the skills. Wherever the skills are something from which you are building some solutions for the real world. So I could say if you are learning the web dev, most people focus on it because in web dev, when we are creating some website and all, we get a very instant result of it. And we will be like, oh, we have built that much great solution. So wherever in data structures and algorithms, we spend 2 hours to solve a single problem. The logic is not building up or something. And nobody focuses on if we have solved one question a day. Wherever in one day you can build a very good front end of a website. So that's the reason why people mostly shift to web dev.
ओके सो धीरज, जैसे आप प्लेसमेंट अपॉर्चुनिटीज फाइंड करते हो तो उनके लिए आप कौन कौन से प्लेटफॉर्म देखते हो एंड उनके लिए क्या सजेशन दोगे अगर कोई ढूंढना चाहता है इस तरह की अपॉर्चुनिटीज को?
Yeah, I would answer it in a way that the things which work out for me. First of all, be very much updated with the career portals of all the companies in which you want to get into, so that you could get a regular update about if there is any opportunity in that career page, so that you would be the first one who would apply for it, and you should not come to know about it later. So that could be the one thing you can do. Apart from this, the second thing I could say to the there are a lot of platforms that let you update it with a lot of hackathons or opportunities. So I could say be very much updated with it. I personally would say the thing which I have, which helped for me a lot, that is the Unstop account I have created. So that's the one thing I could say. You can go with that, or there could be another platforms also. And apart from this, for opportunities, you can deep dive into Naukri.com or the LinkedIn, which I usually prefer. And there are a lot of another platforms also, which are easily available on the internet. But mostly, I could say, which I would refer, that is LinkedIn and Naukri.com. Apart from this, be updated with career portals of the companies itself.
Okay, cool. Okay, so Dheeraj, we have covered almost all the things which were required. Okay, so at last, any short suggestion for the student?
Yes, I would say the thing is simple. That nobody can become successful in one night. Everybody have to go through a lot of hardships, and do not think like at the beginning itself you will get a lot of medals, because you have to take a long period of time to do hard work, and for those medals you have to earn it. So I believe in that perspective itself. Like, as I'm also a fresher, I'd never compare myself with the people out there, because they are the people who are experienced. They're the people who have are into the industry from a long year. So I learn from them. So I simply say, learn from everybody, learn from the people who are intelligent, to know what to do, and learn from the people who are not that much good to learn what not to do. So learn from everybody and just go with your path. Be consistent, and the simple thing: do not compare yourself with others. Compare yourself within you. Where are you? Where you want to be tomorrow? That will build you.
Okay, cool. Okay, so that was all from Dheeraj. And now we are going to conclude the session. So at last, I want to say thanks to Dheeraj for coming to the session and sharing this much insights. Okay, and for our audience, if you like our content, so you can subscribe and share. Okay, so thank you everyone. Keep enjoying. Bye bye.